Every great journey begins with a spark, that small fire of courage, hope, and determination. To every young Nigerians who are about to obey the clarion call to serve, that spark is what carries those who have served with purpose throughout their challenges. And today, we gather here to celebrate that spark and the stories that comes after. Welcome to Fresh Flames, where we spotlight those unforgettable beginnings and the flames that continue to burn beyond service here. Today, I'm with Mr. Babalola Precious Akinyemi of the batch C1 2024. Join me as we all hear from his story. You are welcome,
Thank you very much for having me.
Mr. Precious.
Thank you, sir, for having me in your prestigious show. Thank you,
Alright.
sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself to the
All right.
audience?
All right. Just like you said, my name is Babalola Precious Akinyemi. Uh, just currently finished my NYSC service here. From the batch C1 2024. Yes.
All right, you are welcome. You know, I'm so much excited. Why? Because the story the audience are about to hear is a powerful one. Why? On Service Echoes, we have different categories, and your story capture two of our categories: Fresh Flames and Special Edition.
Wow.
Special editions in the sense that those who are on in their service here, they were fortunate to be placed in a leadership role. So, which means we'll be featuring two categories at a time. That's why I'm so excited. Looking back now, how can you describe your NYSC journey?
Wow. Let me see. My NYSC journey, life is an experience of life itself. Like seeing life in a different perspective that I've ever imagined. There are a lot of story behind it, but then I'll just say my NYC service here is just realizing life, knowing life.
All right. How do you feel? It's been 3 days now. You've completed your service here. How do you feel?
Wow.
How do you feel right now?
Well, it's a kind of, mixed feeling because firstly, I'm grateful to God that the journey started and it ended, and I'm going to see my loved ones, people I've met that will reunite with good friend. And also living some set of people, yeah, the environment, the experience, the lifestyle, yeah, kind of make me feel happy. As I say, it's kind of mixed feeling, but then it is what it is. The year service, we're done.
All right. Can you walk us through your NYS journey? How it started?
Wow. Yeah, like I said earlier, that the journey of NYC is full of life.
Yes.
Like I call it life. Now the reason why I said is that right from the onset, even the news of NYC for me and a friend of mine was like, oh, the journey of NYC is full of ups and downs, stressful, CDS, Said, especially camping activity. It was just a lot of rumors and information that was going. But then I and my friend decided that okay, whatever might be flying up and down, we won't give that a chance at all. We would go there, take the good parts, enjoy every good part of NYC at large, and maximize everything that we want to do. Participate in what we need to participate. We don't need to overstress ourselves. Participate, enjoy it to the fullest. So we went to camp. It was beautiful. Having to meet some set of friends, having to meet new people, participating in a lot of activities, learning a lot of things. Wow. I happened to join a CGS group, and I was pained that it's not really happening yet. They call it CPET, the volunteer core members who participate in health stuff. So yeah, this journey was beautiful. The set of people I meet. But I have a guy there which we are still building our connection till date. So, and after camp, well, I got to I told my friend, camp is not what you think. It is not what people say it is. It's a different entirety. One thing I know is that your mindset determine what you see or your outcome.
Yes.
So the mindset I took there make me enjoy camp. And service here, coming to service here, well, though I was not planning to come to Orelope local government. No. So it was not part of I was thinking of it, but then we met ourselves here at Orelope, got into my PPA. They were very, very like accommodating. These people are one of the nicest people I've met so far. You know, they accommodate everything about me. Fine, I was this gentle guy. Okay. I don't like to talk. So it was very, very kind of difficult. At least I spent like 2, 3 months before I could relate with them. But the moment they blended me in, Jesus, I saw every fun, every bit of it, every like it was beautiful. Then joining some activities in NYC, the CGS group, I happened to, when I first come, I happened to meet two people who want me to join their CGS group, the sport and education. But then I joined education for actively participating in sports. So,
Okay.
and a lot of stories that follows.
All right, Mr. Babalola Precious. I heard that you were posted to Orilope local government. Yes. Which state is Orilope local government? Because and I also heard about Ibadan, something like that.
All right.
And again, where do you camp?
All right. I Let me start from the beginning. I camped at the same orientation camp as in Oyo State. Yes.
State,
And
Nigeria.
yes, thank you, Nigeria. And I was posted to Orilope. No, let me start from this. I was posted to Comprehensive High School in Ilope, Orilope local government, Oyo State.
Is that how it was written on your posting letter?
Yes, Comprehensive High School in Ilope, then Orilope local government.
That should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Orilope local government.
Yes.
Okay.
No. I guess it was Secretariat for a local government that was written on my
Posting letter.
PPA letter. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Posting letter. It was for a local secretariat. But when we had to repeat it, it was
Comprehensive High School Igbokwe. Right. That means Igbokwe and Igbo are under Orilope local government.
Yes, sir.
In Oyo State.
Exactly.
Okay. As an ex-corps member,
Thank you, sir.
during your service here, okay, you were posted to comprehensive high school for comprehensive high school in Bukbe.
Yes,
what is your duty there?
Well, just as we know, Oyo State or Nigeria, the main occupation for corps member is teaching.
Teaching.
Yes. So I was posted to a school
to teach.
Yes. And I happened, though I studied business administration in my university, so I happened to teach business study for JSS1 and JSS2.
Did you face any unexpected challenges during your service here, and how do you handle them?
This particular story is kind of funny, but then I would like to share it here. On getting to Igbope landing, I feel like, okay, let me check how the society is all about.
Okay.
Let me move out, let me see the environment. Then, as I stepped out of the gate of where I stayed, I saw the first bike man. They were carrying something beside their shoulder like this. Okay. The first one passed, the second passed. And we happened to resume January 6th. So the festive period was still like hot. These people were dressing nice, like actually nice, dressing very okay. I was seeing different size of machetes beside them. God, I said I want to stroll. I was just thinking, please, is there war going on in this part of Nigeria that we don't know? I had to just run inside the house. I said, whatever that will happen, let me just stay inside my house and let me. So I asked one of the indigenous was like, no, that's their way of life. They go about with machetes up and down. Yeah.
What of guns?
Guns too. I was like,
Traditional guns.
wetin dey sup? As how now? This is not what I experienced. And me, I don't see gun. I don't see fights. In fact, once hey like this, I'm inside my room. I hate violence like that. So the moment I saw those things, I was like, will I be able to cope with this? That's the first challenge I happen to face. But on hearing that, and I feel like, well, ever since I spent 2 3 days, nobody has killed themselves, nobody has used machete to strike, no gunshots anyhow like that. So I feel like, okay, one, that's one. Then their food here, good. You know, I happen to uh, live on some certain kind of food. But getting there, the names of their food are refined. Hearing something like masa masa. You know those kind of things. Even the name don't put I was like, okay, what is this? Though I did not taste any of those kind of I had to, because the house I stayed, they want to prepare me, they try to welcome me. They give me something, they call it pete. I said, can you what? Like this is not me, this is not me. So
Where's Medo?
I don't know because I could not even check. The way it is, I said no, I'm not doing this. So their way of life, though I ended up adapting. And the fact that this is a, let me say, a developing, should I call it a developing community or a developed community? There are a lot of social amenities that are lacking here. And youth, we need this kind of things to just move. But aside from that, the community, PPA, no stress. In fact, I happen to enjoy my PPA because I find out that they have solar and I can charge my gadgets. So it makes me feel like, okay, at least I will charge at school. And it was not stressful since they were very accommodating and the work was not okay. So I really do not face any challenge in this logo. But what I face most is just the way the environment and community look like.
All right, that's nice. Do you know why this episode is very, very important to our audience at home? Just because they truly want to have this truth, this rest of mind, that most especially parents and guardians, in fact, future core members, I mean the fresh graduate, that what if I was posted to an over area?
Well,
Can I survive? Being posted to a local government, I believe is a very rare area compared to Ibadan North, Ibadan
very,
South, or your East.
very, very
And
well. Yes.
now you've completed your NYSC service. How can you prove it to the audience that they can survive?
Wow. Let me first say there's a popular saying that our state coordinator do say there in person of Chief Odoba.
Odoba.
He says if you are posted to if you are not posted to Ibadan and you find yourself or you redeploy to Ibadan, he says you will be abandoned.
Yes.
For real, being posted to Orilope is a blessing in disguise for me because there are a lot of things that if I'm in Ibadan, I don't think I would be able to achieve. There are a lot of things that I will not be able to do. In fact, well, I'm complaining about their ways of life here. What about the lifestyle, expensive lifestyle in Ibadan? As I am, it's not that it's not that I'm born with a silver spoon. You get, but now going to Ibadan, spending, oh God, no. But yeah, there are some things that you'll just find on the platter of good. It's very easy. Accommodation, most of the core members here, the accommodation, imagine. See, coming to Igbo is a blessing in disguise. Most people see free accommodation. Most come member, they see free accommodation. But some of them, even if they have to pay few, a little or nothing.
Yes,
To get a better accommodation. And they are accommodating the members, the community. In fact, they love core members more than they love themselves. That's the bitter truth. And if you see in Ibadan, nobody sends you. Now only you. I was watching something recently. I said, no be me force you, make you come south for Lagos State. Now you won't go Lagos State. Come to local area like this. Sincerely speaking, there is a peace of mind there. A lot of things that, because of our time, I don't want to divulge it.
All right, people might be saying, there's a peace of mind, there's a peace of mind. Okay, they might be saying, okay, you'll be saying there's a peace of mind, the environment, the cost of living is very low.
Yeah.
What about the exposure?
Mm.
What about the exposure? To you, it is cost of living very low, and there's peace of mind.
Okay.
What about the exposure? I don't know. For example, people like me, I came from rural area
Okay.
to serve in Oyo
Rural
State,
area.
in another rural area. I was
So
posted to another rural area.
okay.
How?
Okay. For someone posted or who has been staying in an urban area in the city
Yes.
and coming down here, sincerely speaking, well, if you can just endure for 1 year, well, someone like me who has stayed in Lagos State, lived in Abuja, stayed with some set of people, seen the way life is, I can tell you that, well, you will not find the kind of exposure
Mm.
you are you have been living here, especially in our own community here. Yeah, I call it our own here because I'm used to it. This Orelope, you might not find that exposure, but then you can create one yourself. Recently some set of core members have gathered themselves just to organize the social activities. They can
Okay.
they can where they can bring in Lagos, so where they can bring in Abuja,
So you go.
where they can bring in wherever they are staying, to and it's service. So just have 1 year, enjoy it. But when I was coming down here, I and a friend of mine who is also a leader said, "Well, I stayed in Ondo State, I stayed in Akure, but then coming to Igbo, I will behave like an Igbo Indian. I don't know if there's an English like that. I will behave like an indigenous of Igbo. Everything they are doing, I will do. If they are eating inside a way, I will eat inside a way. If they and that's just it. In fact, that's the fun of being a core member, serving in a different place entirely. You learn new
Exactly.
things, you
New
see
culture.
people exactly. You see life. That's why I said NYSC service for me is life. You see life in a different perspective and you be like, wow, so there's this kind of life here again. And I'll tell you, if you make your money wherever you are, you have to settle down. Igbo is the best place for you to settle down. Once you have your money, you'll find a peace of mind. You will spend your money cool. And nobody's going to disturb you.
All
That's
right.
the fact.
That's very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to the fates and the growths
Mm.
in NYC.
Yeah.
While filling the form, you insert that you started and complete a project.
Okay. Yes.
What was that project?
Okay. This project is the project of okay, let me see. I happened to participate. I said earlier that I happened to be in education CGS
Education
school.
CDS school.
Yes. So
And you're also
active in sports CGS.
active in sports
I
CDS.
was also helpful in medical
In
CGS.
medical CDS. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Interesting.
I was full of activities, sha. You get. So uh so this project, it has been in my dream that okay,
Mm.
well, where I came from or who I am, I love competition, LD competition. So seeing the students, I was posted to the school. And what prompted me was attending my school literary and debate program. Well, I noticed some things that I was like, well, we can do better than this. So I was trying to enlighten the students that okay, don't let where you are, your background to put your back to the ground.
Mm.
There are a lot of things that you can venture into. You don't just need to sit down where you are. Like you can improve your speech, you can improve your vocabularies. You can. So ever since then, I've had it in mind that okay, I'm going to organize bringing all schools together to have uh, a debate program or an educative program. Though I don't know how then, or it has just been on my mind. Okay, moving forward, I became the secretary of this because of my activeness, now. I became the secretary of education
CDS.
CGS group. Okay, yeah. So I shared my idea with my president then, but because of time frame, we were unable to carry out the project, though it was approved. In fact, LGI was aware of it by then because we stated it to him and he was like, okay, let's see how it goes, let's make preparation. But because of time, she could not carry it out. And me, as you know, I dream. I must fight, I
Exactly.
must struggle. And
Exactly.
this project, I must do it. Then the moment I resume into office, the first thing I told my member, we are doing this debate quiz. We're going to call us school. Then we started the planning. It was stressful because people involvement, my members' involvement were kind of low. But then a dream, someone there's a saying that you cannot carry a dream than the bearer of the dream.
Yes. You
Yes,
cannot
carry a dream
a dream
than the bearer
and the barrier
of the
dream
dreamer. Yes,
of the dreamer.
exactly.
All
Like ẹni
right.
tó bá ní nǹkan, wọ́n ní ẹlẹ́rù ló máa ń gbé níbi tó
Mm.
ti wúwo. So I carried it. I start the planning, do everything. Some core members were very, very helpful. We did everything and we set dates, fixed program. My secretary gave me the topic. It was very, very and educative and recent topic. And people were like, okay, yes, we need to jump into this. We need to see what people will say about this. Then the planning was going smooth. During that period, seriously, one thing that pained me till date was that though the program was a success, but then I was unable to attend the program.
Child, you are unable to attend your dream project.
Seriously. And this is cause of health issues. I over stressed myself during that period of time. Then sports CGS project too was ongoing, and as an active member in sports, I was there. I was planning my own and some other activities. PPA, we have to go NCCF, we have to be there.
Mm.
Everything like it was. In fact, it was a day. It was some weeks to my birthday. Said I began to feel weak, but then I was still struggling that no, this project was it. A day to my program, I broke down completely. Like I broke down. But thank God, when there's a proper planning, I just had
Yes.
to just do it on the sick bed. When I was able to talk, I just had to make some call. Okay, this is what you do, this is how we do, this is the plan, this is and they go ahead with it and it was successful. I was pained I was not there. But then it was success. And why I said it was successful because after the end of everything, the comment I was receiving from some set of schools were like, wow, next year, if they organize something like this again,
My
I'll make sure
school.
my school will be the ones to participate. In fact, we will prepare more than we prepare. I don't know that it is this. I don't know that it will come out like this. Oh, so those kind of comments, and I was like, wow, wow. I was not there, so I was happy. At least it came out nice. But pain not there, just oh God. I'm still pain about it, but then it was a
All right.
success.
Glory be to God.
Hallelujah.
I would like to ask this question mainly is about yourself. Do you even discover any strength
Hmm.
in your service here or your relationship with God?
Wow.
Do you?
Well, I discover a lot of strengths. One of it is multitasking. I never believed I could multitask. Do this, do this. At the go, I might be doing three things on single brain. But I felt maybe because I'm a cool guy, I focus on one thing and I make sure I finish that thing before I venture into another thing. But yeah, that there is no time, and in fact, programs are from this one to this, and you have to make plan for everything. Maybe in a day. I was just like, okay, how can I do it? The moment I'm thinking about my PPA, I'm thinking about education, I'm thinking about sports,
Sports.
I'm thinking about NCCA fellowship. Oh, this how do we do this together? And I just one of these days I just see myself. I was like, wow, so I can do this. Eh,
Amazing.
amazing. I was like, so I could multitask.
Mm.
That's one. Also, I see myself that there's there's a gift that you know religiously, spiritually that God has deposited in me. And though I sense it, but it was not that evidence. Like it was not really, I sense it. In fact, people sense it. But then I still fight it.
Mm.
But then recently I just feel like, okay, this is me and I pray that God will help.
Okay. Now let's go straight to life after passing out.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Now that Halloween has stopped, before Halloween stopped, were you able to make something meaningful and profitable with the Halloween?
Well, me personally, yes. Because I'm a guy that believes, like I said earlier, I'm not born. status quo. And I'm a guy that believes that you have to give accounts for everything you do,
Mm.
every every step of your life.
Mm.
You need to give account. So it was profitable because, well, I may not save up to some people, and in doing that, I have to cater for myself. No money from parents, no money
Yes.
from friends. But the moment our federal government just increase our state, our allowance to 77K, almost everybody just stop calling, giving. Like nobody's even there to say, yeah, precious, take this one. 77K. Ah,
77K.
hey, so, but then I'm not one. I'm not I'm not someone that loves fashion too much. I would say fashion is taking my money.
Okay.
I'm not someone that eat a lot. I would say that it is food that is taking my money.
Mm.
I'm not someone that womanize. I would say that woman carry my money.
Mm. Mm.
I'm not someone that drinks. But the only drink I drink is Fanta. Yeah.
Fanta,
Fanta and milk, anything milk. So all
and
this
sometimes Lucozade boost.
when I'm strong. So I think that's where that I think that's where that.
Okay.
So I feel like okay, 77K is huge.
Mm.
Well, I was already receiving that pay and I was leaving.
Yes, yes.
So now collecting 77, I have to make better use of this. So when I was collecting my money, it was there. So I make, in fact, what God used this for, like in my life. It was great. So Alawi stopped. Well, yes, 77K don't finish. It just be as if federal government say move shock for But then with what I have gathered, with what I have, even in knowledge, in service here, I feel like I should be able to stand on my own. Yes, I should be able to do something. And during the space of my service here, I happened to get skill, which I will
Wow.
not disclose here.
After all the tight schedules.
That's why I said I keep wondering at myself that I can do this, like
Multitasking.
multitasking. Wow.
Wow.
So I happen to learn the skills that pays that. But then you have to work, a
Exactly.
legit skill, and it pays me. It pays me a lot. So life after service here, NYC 77K has stopped. Yes, life still continue.
Life will move on.
Exactly. And I'm still open to many opportunities. Bring it on, please. If you have any opportunity, I'm still available. I can multitask just like I said. I can do anything. Bring it on.
That's out of what NYC imparted.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. I would like to use this medium to appreciate the Nigerian government
Yes.
under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because I'm a living testimony as well. During our batch, C stream 1,
Yeah.
it was announced before our batch. It was announced that the federal government is going to increase
to
NYC Alawi,
Yeah.
and it was in our batch,
It was
in our tenure,
Yeah.
started.
Exactly.
So
In fact, they don't pay the areas of.
yes, they even pay the arrears. Yes, exactly. Yes, they even pay the arrears.
So
we use this medium to
thank our president.
appreciate the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu
Yes, sir.
for making corpers
Exactly.
living well successfully during their service here.
Thank you very much.
And again, Governor Sheyi Makinde, your state governor.
I think Governor Sheyi Makinde is one of the best governor in Oyo State presidency that are seeing to the welfare of core members. Like a lot. Now it happens that even if federal government Alawi has not been paid, you see on the 25th.
Exactly. On the 25th,
your state allowance.
We are proud of him.
Very, very. So that gives us like, okay, before 77 enter, this one, at least you need it to guide.
All right, exactly. It's always good to do good.
Exactly.
Actually.
Exactly.
And everything will become an history.
Sure.
Now, before we leave that, still something I would like to talk about.
Okay.
In your state, Nigeria, for core members serving in your state.
Yes, sir.
About this payment, banks. There was this particular bank This particular bank, those that serve in your state will surely testify to this. And we are trying to use this medium to speak to the management.
Yeah.
They should work on it.
Yes.
We've served,
We've completed our own
we've
service.
completed our NYC service, we'll move on.
Yes.
But we have to make sure we work on this.
Yeah.
Our work will speak for us.
Yes.
This bank is Access Bank. Federal government has, okay, well, federal government follows Gregorian calendar, 31 days. But this bank, Access Bank, follows, I think in their own calendar, they have up to 35, 37 days in 1 month.
Wait till this bank, just my eyes see. Wait till this bank.
What was your experience?
God. Just like you said, federal government, you all know 30, 81 days.
Yes.
But you see, Access Bank, it gets to some point. When I first started, like balancing my life here at this place, that was when Access now decides to
show you live.
I at camp, we received our first salary.
Yes,
I was able to access it. I got my money instantly. On getting out, receiving the second allowance, I just see my account, do not debit. Like I cannot debit, no matter what. Nothing is coming. Is it a play? Is it a joke? Like I tried everything, USSD, nothing worked. I have to travel down and in our environment, there's no bank here. The only bank available is Roma Bank. So I have to travel down to yes, stay there. On getting there, they were like, there's something they need to have access to before they will have access to my account. Something like that. I was like, Access, not get access to their account. Waiting they saw. Like, I was like, what's exactly going on? Like, how now? It gets to a point I just have to go and say, I came from a far distance. Please answer me. Just find so. And as God will have it, I happen to meet someone who graduated from my school for Federal University, working there. I was like, wow. So it was this guy that was like, where did I graduate from? I said, he was like, I also graduated. Then he just helped me out somehow. In fact, it was not successful, but he said he would help me out. So I left home. Then he called me. He happened to change some things, some details in my account, and it was successful. That's one part. That's thinking number one. I have to spend money to retrieve money just to get to get my Access Bank working. That's thinking number one. The third month or the fourth month, every other call member that are using another bank have received their money.
Exactly.
Access Bank.
Exactly.
The number two. 31.
32,
33, 34, 35,
exactly.
36. It's now we are now used to it that, okay, I take that.
Yes. If other banks are collecting their allowance, it's a week after.
So we don't collect. I mean, it gets to a point that I just say, anytime you take that, don't worry, I will spend it. I'm not putting my mind on end of the month again for access, and because, I was able to have other source of income. So it was not really challenging for me like that. So though I still pity some of my core members that only NYC allowance was that's also. So I continue so that it will not be as
you get to a point. Every status of
NYC every end of the month
status of corpus, you will see this Access Bank with a copper
holding a sword. Staying in front of the Access. Like, you don't go pay me my money. That kind of thing. So
our cash flow of Alawi doing our NYC service states a week before ending of the month. So, federal government exactly a month.
Exactly.
Access Bank
a week after a month. A week after a month.
It's not easy. Actually, it's not easy.
Okay, thank God. We're scaled through.
We are using this medium to tell the management of Access Bank, please. I didn't know of any other state.
And the funniest part is, actually, Access Bank is not that their accounts is bad or their bank is. In fact, it is one of the best bank in Nigeria.
Exactly.
But The problem there is just the way they handle call members allowance. That is it. It's not only in Oyo State because I have a friend in other states and they also do that same company. In fact, we are having a meeting and wanted to contribute a certain money, and this guy just raised issue that hey Joe, we that we are using access, you will give us 1 week extra because it is 1 week after. Because I was like, wow, so it happens to you too. So let's access just find something to do so that because please is at the end of this month now, I'm very sure those who are using Access Bank would come up with another image or caption for Access Bank. See, the good feels our money.
All right. All right. And just a last question. What advice will you give to the current core members who are about to finish their NYC in a few months? What advice will you give them?
If this is the last question, let me not see it. You see, when you are running towards the end of this month or end of the service year, a lot of people would come up with questions that what's next after NYC? What is next?
These are the necessary questions we ask ourselves.
Yes. And I'll say, please don't rush yourself in this journey after NYC.
Don't rush yourself in this journey of NYC after NYC.
Because people would expect so much from you. People will push you, the pressure will be high. In fact, they will expect you to have figure out life completely. I'm still fine. I said I have something I'm doing, but like I said, there are still ups and downs. And well, some are born with pillars, but then life is not just the way some set of people portray it on our social media. Thinking life is just full of roses. Please take your time. I would say it's in your early 20s, your early 20s, your middle 20s is a time for you to check everything. There will be ups and downs. It's a time for you to go, okay, what's working. In fact, I will tell you, it's a time for success and failure. You will fail, you will pass. You will fail, you will pass. You will fail, you will pass. But then after every failure and passing, there's a lesson that it's during that time then you will find roots. Okay, this is working for me, this is not working for me. So during that period of time, especially during this period of time that you'll be about to be passing out, please take life easy. You don't need to rush yourself to say, okay, this is high standard of living. Please calm down. In fact, if you need to stay in your parent house for 1 year to check out life is, please stay. You don't need to. They are not sending you out. Stay. Then after, then you can just with that you would have find your roots, know what is next for you to do, know what is paying you, know what you find okay, it's like this line. So please don't take like the others are portraying. Nobody will find it, nobody have it all from their both parts, they know they show. They won't show you. Let me stay about the started when we're earning very, very low amount, small money, nobody they will not see them. When they are making it big, tell them just so please, that's my advice.
All right.
Don't rush things.
Don't rush things.
Yeah. Don't let anybody put you under this is fresh. Especially don't let social media.
Exactly. I said last question. Now the question.
All right.
Bonus question.
All right.
If you could go back and speak on day one at orientation camp, you saying yourself, what would the parallel pressures?
Tell Baba precious that guy, you know you are strong. You can.
You know you are strong. You can do it.
Because on getting there in camp, the first registration process, we have to start with very difficult. So it was not really tiring. But then ups and downs, having to do some documentation and registration. So it's tiring. But now that I've passed everything, finished everything, you have asking me to go and advise myself. How to see that? All these things now beans, now water. These things are very, very cheap. You are strong. If that's not what you think, I'm even that's what I'm still telling myself presently. But there's so much more in you, embedded in you that you want to see. You can do it. I will keep saying it to my
Thank you so much, ex
Babala.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching Fresh Flames here on Service Echoes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Our belief is the future is bright.
Very, very bright. Very, very bright. And one thing also at least, there's this name that you should watch out for. Triple P. I'm going to hear it. A very high place.
Triple P.
Triple P.
All
Watch
right.
out for that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, tell us your name, your badge, and what's happening. What year you completed your NYC service.
Okay. All right. Once again, my name is Babalola Precious Akinyemi. Batch C1 2024. Yes. I was posted to local government comprehensive high school, Igbope to be precise, as a teacher who teach business study for GSS1 and GSS2. My service here lasted from November
27th,
27,
November 2024,
2024 to November
26th,
26,
2025.
Yeah. So right now we are in our leave period.
Yeah, we're in our leave period.
Or we call ourselves ex-copper now.
Ex-copper, indeed.
Ex-copper, exactly. So, and I happen to be I was once the secretary for education CGS, and I was also the president, but the current past president of education CGS.
Thank you so much. God bless you abundantly.
Thank you very much, sir.
Our prayer is that the market will surely favor us.
Amen.
Surely favor us. We've served, we've imparted.
Yeah.
Now it's our time to be served. To be served. It's our time to rise. It's our time to rise. To every young Nigerians, future core members, and prospective core members, I'm sure you all have learned something very powerful from the story of our ex-copper Babalola Precious Akinyemi. Thank you so much. Stay tuned and follow us on YouTube, Service Echoes. On Facebook, Service Echoes with Ayodele Pelum. Thank you so much. Thanks for